Hello students, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to give you 10 latest defense updates part 2. So let us start. Number 1, 83 Indian defense personnel including PoWs in Pakistani custody. 83 Indian defense personnel including prisoner of war are believed to be in Pakistan's custody, but their presence has not been acknowledged by Islamabad so far. The matter was again raised by the Indian High Commission with Pakistan's Foreign Ministry on January 1st this year. Parliament was told on Thursday. Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan, answering questions in the Rajya Sabha, said as per available information, 83 Indian defense personnel including prisoner of war are believed to be in their custody and they are not acknowledging. Though the government has been consistently taking up the matter of release and repatriation of the missing defense personnel with Pakistan through diplomatic channels. Next. The $1 billion a month spread to deliver Russian oil to India. There are fortunes to be made delivering Russian crude oil to India. Price assessment by Platts, a unit of S&P Global, show a margin of more than $20 between a barrel of Russia's Ural crude lifted in the Baltic region and the same oil delivered to the west coast of India on a flow that's now running at about 1.5 million barrel a day. That works out at $1 billion a month. The European Union banned import of Russian crude oil in December, putting the country at the mercy of two big buyers, China and India. Numerous new trading firms that ties to Moscow emerged, especially in Dubai, before the measure, along with the price cap on Russian oil, was imposed. Next. HAL chief again shifts timeline and says LCA Mk2 rollout in FY 2025 and 26. CB Anantakrishna, CMD of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, last month claimed that the LCA Mk2 prototype rollout will happen in 2025-26 and will have its first flight in 2026-27. But in a recent interview with ANI, he seems to have again changed his timeline and now said that LCA Mk2 prototype rollout will happen in 2025-26. It was originally planned for December 2023, but due to delays in project clearance from the Cabinet Committee on Security, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that came in September 2022, the project timeline was shifted. Next, Indian origin military trucks in Ukraine comes as surprise. Many in India were surprised to learn that the Ukrainian army was using an Ashok Leyland manufactured Stallion 6x6 logistics vehicle, since there was no supply of military equipment from India to Ukraine as military aid. Nor was there any history of the Ukrainian army purchasing these trucks from India's second largest truck buyers by sales. Ashok Leyland is the Indian Army's largest supply of logistics vehicles. Approximately 70,000 Stallion trucks, technically medium-duty defense vehicles, are in service, serving an icy mountains and scorching deserts. Next, India's medium altitude long endurance UAV, that is MALE, to make flying debut at Aero India. The DRDO developed medium altitude long endurance class manned aerial vehicle Tapas BH, tactical aerial platform for advanced surveillance beyond horizon, will make its flying debut at Air India here next week. The Tapas BH will showcase its capabilities and there will be a static as well as aerial displays on the business days of the 5-day Aerospace and Defense exhibitions, which starts on February 13th. The Defense Research and Development Organization said. Next. HAL to display HLFT-42 scale model at Aero India 2023. HAL will demonstrate its full range of training capabilities as well as the scale model of the Hindustan lead in fighter trainers 42 for the first time. The HLFT-42 is a next generation supersonic trainer that will play an important role in modern combat aircraft training thanks to cutting-edge avionics such as active electronically scanned areas yani AESA, electronic warfare EW, suite, infrared search and track IRST, and fly-by-wire control FBW. HAL will showcase its range of products, technologies centered on the theme Innovate, Collaborate, Lead. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited will display a unique Atmanirbhar formation flight of 15 helicopters consisting of all variants of advanced light helicopter, Prachand light combat helicopter and light utility helicopter as part of Aero India 2023, which begins on February 13th. Next. UN praises Delhi declaration in flight against terrorism exploiting tech. UN Secretary Council members have hailed the significance of the Delhi Declaration adopted at a special meeting of the UN Counter-Terrorism Committee in India last year, saying it offers a solid basis to counter the use of new and emerging technologies for terrorist purposes and symbolizes the Council's shared determination to address the challenge. The 15-nation Council under the presidency of Malta for the month of Feb on Thursday held a meeting on threats to international peace and security caused by terrorist acts, during which the 16th report of the Secretary General on the threat posed by ISIL to international peace and security and the range of United Nations efforts to support member states in countering the threat was presented by Under Secretary General of the United Nations Office of Counter-Terrorism Vladimir Voronkov. Next, at Aero India, Thales will turn the spotlight on its 2023 Make in India strategy for aerospace and defense capabilities. Thales will be present in full strength at the 14th edition of Aero India 2023, India's flagship air show, to showcase its cutting-edge technologies across defense, aerospace and space, bringing a special focus on its progress towards Make in India for India and for the world. Celebrating its 70th anniversary in the country, Thales is moving forward on its Make in India roadmap as part of the Indian government's Atmanirbhar Bharat vision. Next, an historic deal is done by Air India with Airbus for buying around 250 planes. Air India has finalized an order for about 250 aircraft with Airbus, and the deal is expected to be announced next week, a source said on Thursday. The source in the know also said the airline has signed a deal with Boeing for about 200 planes. Specific details could not be immediately ascertained, and there was no immediate comments from Air India about the deals. Next, SSLV's second developmental flight with 3 satellites lift off from Sriharikota. ISRO's SSLV D2 carrying EOS-07 satellite and 2 co-passengers payloads lifted off from the spaceport here on Friday. In its second developmental flight, SSLV D2 carried EOS-07, an Earth observation satellite, as its main payload, and 2 others, Janus, one built by US-based Antares, and Chennai headquartered Space Kids India Azadi SAT-2. This was ISRO's maiden mission this year. At the end of a 6.5-hour countdown, the 34-meter tall rocket lifted off from the Satish Dhawan Space Center. And even as ISRO has pinned hopes on it to lead the space agency to success in tapping the small satellite launch vehicle market. Thank you.